Although this word humanitarian isn't often used to describe you, often folks describe you as a visionary, a very bold business leader, a risk taker. After reading a lot of your writing, it struck me that your techno optimism is really grounded in this undercurrent of humanitarianism. How do we drive technology forward in a way that benefits humanity at large? Can you give us some insight into how you fostered this worldview? You describe it as a very empathetic balance of techno optimism, but I'm keen to get a bit more insight into that.
I am a techno optimist. I am an optimist about what we can do with technology. I think the difference with some others is I say techno optimism with empathy. I have way more than I ever expected I'd have. And so I don't feel like I need to do much for myself. But the highest leverage thing to do is deploy large amounts of capital on projects that could have a large impact. It's frankly a hard thing to do, and hard things are fun to do. And so this idea of techno-optimism with empathy is what's missing. I'm not this libertarian, everybody for themselves kind of approach. So a long time ago, probably around the year 2000, I looked at what problems I should work on. I was post-financial, very early in my life. In my 20s, I got post-financial. My first startup, Daisy Systems, was quite successful and went public. And I had the freedom to see what I wanted. And it's sad for me when people don't ask that question. Most people get caught up in what's expected. Should you do another bigger startup? Should you do a bigger title in some company, promotion, a bigger car, a bigger house? Not in what makes them happy. And I'm very clear what makes me happy, and combining it with things that have an impact, it's just fun to do, and frankly, one that I feel like I'm qualified to do in a way that I have an advantage in doing. Others can do, but very few others can do effectively, which is apply technology to large problems like fusion, like plant proteins, like public transit, like Mach 5 flight. You look at all these things and say, how many people can actually do this? It's a small number, and so it's a good use of my time.